The following podcast is an enticing media production. Thank you for listening to this podcast. You are now socially obligated to pour yourself a drink, and welcome to the Drunk Squirrel. I don't know.
Okay. Hey, Kenny. Kenny.
Again, Rob.
What's our safe word?
I'm blaming you for this shit forever.
I get that. What's our... Oh, crap, I forgot. I wanted to get a jar. We're gonna start a swear jar policy. And when we get to like a nice amount of money,
Kenny's
we'll
gonna
go
be
and buy a
broke.
nice bottle of alcohol.
Nice. I'll swear.
It's more a commentary on getting a good bottle of alcohol than it's the amount of swearing.
I was going to say, I'll swear some more then if that's the case. If I didn't realize it was light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, so, yeah, what's our safe word?
Shit.
Well, that's going to be out of your mouth in like 10 seconds.
Yeah. So, neither of us are sitting in front of the controls today.
Yeah, you might have noticed there are high-pitched, way too happy
yay
giggles.
Yeah,
No one has ever called me high-pitched before. Just an FYI.
I think I'm high-pitched.
It's
Or giggles.
Well, the both of
And
you
your
are
giggles.
higher than us, okay? And higher. Dun dun.
All right, there you go.
Oh yeah. Hey, and we are drinking. What are we drinking?
So this is a Tuesday night for... Nice. That was a nice little added bonus.
Came through
I like
nicely.
It. I like that. So this is a Tuesday night, so I guess we're trying to keep it a little bit light, although I did have 2 beers before we recorded because a wonderful friend, Mr. Tim Taraski, dropped off a free TV for the garage/smoking lounge. So I already had 2 Pacificos with Tim tonight, so
Very nice.
this is technically my 3rd drink, but so this is a Spindrift spiked sparkling water.
It's actually really good.
It is.
That is not what I was expecting. That is nice. It's subtle and sweet.
Yeah, it's good. And there's a little note on the can that says this one has alcohol.
I see it. And a little smiley face.
I guess that's like the warning because Spindrift also makes just regular sparkling water, but it's in a differently shaped can, though, so it's not the slim cans like this is.
Yeah, that could make an interesting family picnic.
Oops.
Oh, sorry, I got you the wrong Spindrift.
Guess I have to have
Sorry,
those.
Grandma. You're like 20 in.
We did experience that one time with.
I thought you said you were feeling a little funky. Oh, wait, yeah, you're right, we did.
It was at a baby shower.
Yeah, it was.
It
was not the baby holder.
It was not the baby. No.
Wait, what do you, the mother. Oh my gosh.
It was not the baby holder.
The baby
This is how
holder.
far removed
I mean,
I
it
am.
kind of is like a baby holder
It definitely is the baby
during
holder.
those 9 months, you know.
But there was
I swear.
a spiked punch that was in a little tap.
Yes.
And our godson Jack went over and just tapped it out and started drinking it. And then somewhere along the line, he was like, "This tastes funny."
That's so true.
And they were like, "Oh shit, he's been like he didn't like it wasn't all day, but I mean, it was like, oh my
You've
god,
been drinking all day.
yeah." So it was like maybe we should like label that or just not make it accessible to the children because it was at their level. He was just tapping it out.
Hey, yeah, I got nothing.
He's like,
That was really funny. He walked over to them. He was like, "Mom, this tastes kind of funny." And she was like, "What are you drinking?" And he was like, "I'm drinking that punch over there." And she was like, "Oh my God."
and
at
then
least it wasn't strong enough that he did a spit take.
No,
Yeah,
it
that's
wasn't.
true.
No, it wasn't
That's
like
true.
that. And it was interesting because like everybody was like, "Oh my!" Everybody kind of freaked out, and then he got like weird about it, and he started like crying because he
Yeah.
thought like he did something wrong,
Oh,
and
no.
it was like you didn't do anything wrong. You just literally
You didn't know, and we put it in your reach.
exactly. So, but yeah, he was upset because he thought.
Yeah,
like,
he was also embarrassed too, I think, because
He was-
everybody
he-
reacted so quickly.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
there was this massive reaction amongst all the adults, like, "Oh my God, who else has been doing this?" but, you know,
All right, quick, we need a sobriety check on all the children.
but it was, looking back on it, it was pretty funny to be honest. honest with you. But anyway, so there's the story about that.
Kind of leads us to the perfect point.
What are we doing tonight?
Now, why are you and Melinda happy? I mean, why?
I am thrilled with this.
We are happy because we are happy to be included on an episode of the Drunk Squirrels.
Oh, absolutely.
With our loving dear husbands.
We're very supportive wives.
Yes.
BS.
Where's that swear jar? Because bullshit.
I mean, there may or may not be a fun activity in it for us tonight.
Yes.
Wait, is there a fun activity in it for us later?
No, I doubt it.
I mean,
It's Tuesday. That's not on the schedule.
well, let's see how you feel.
Yeah. Having gone through what you guys are going to go through, I can tell you there's usually no fun that happens.
Oh yeah. No, you're not going to want to have any fun.
No.
So have you guys seen those Instagram reels and those TikToks going around of this woman operating a machine that they call a period cramp simulator on these reels?
If
To
you
these
mean
men?
by seeing the ones that are going around, as in the ones that you keep sending in our group chat, because that's where I've seen them,
That's the only place I've seen them.
and it's the only place I seem to find them going around.
Somebody is seeking them
I
out.
get served them. I don't know why. My sister also sends them to me too, because she thought it was hilarious. We were watching them. We were down
She's
there
an
visiting.
asshole too.
Right. Well, it's true.
Wow, right out of the gate.
So I was like, oh my gosh, how fun. She goes, I have one of those. Let's do that now. And I was like, no. I said, Rob and Kenny are going to do it on their podcast. And she's like, oh, I can't wait till that comes out so I can listen to it. I was like, girl, I got you. So tonight is the night that Rob and Kenny get hooked up to a TENS machine, which is also known as a period cramp simulator.
Why do you own this?
She has been waiting for 17 years.
Yes, it's been in my back pocket. No, honestly, so TENS machines are typically used in some sort of like healing. So I had a lot of back issues a few years ago, and if you go for like a massage or to a chiropractor, that's where I first was like introduced to it, was at the chiropractor. And he said you could do this at home and it contracts your muscles to work them, and it helps with back pain and other areas, I guess, on your body too, wherever you have muscle issues. So that's why I have it. And I didn't know, like, if you just move the electrodes down to the front of your body, that this could simulate what women go through every single month.
Love it.
And if you crank it up high enough, it simulates what women go through when they're bearing or giving birth to your children.
Yay. I personally love that last part.
I can imagine. Yeah. So, I mean, I tested it out this morning. It definitely gives it's not the full effect. But there's a sensation to it that very closely resembles cramps. So I'm really excited for you guys to feel what this is like, because you really just have no idea.
I know. Guys always make it seem like we're such wimps, whether
Right.
it's like during your period or during labor or whatever else. And to be able to have them like test this out, it excites me so much. I cannot wait.
I said
Like,
nothing
honestly,
about
guys-
you being a wimp in
Yeah.
childbirth.
So I think
You bit me for trying to help.
like
You
there's
bit him?
I tried to bite him. The nurse pushed his arm away quick enough that I did not get
She
to.
bit
Oh,
me.
that's amazing.
But I
There were
definitely
teeth,
came
and
close.
there were teeth marks.
Oh, I love it. Sorry.
the problem is here. I've never said any of these things. I don't know why I'm getting drugged through the mud for.
Okay, so you don't necessarily say that, but there are definitely times where you question my ability, and you're like, why are you laying on the couch?
Yes.
Get up.
Oh,
I'm not
bullshit
saying
on my
recently.
wife.
Or like the whole
I
okay,
have-
no. So not that necessarily, but you go and you're always like, like you always say your pain tolerance is stronger than my pain tolerance. And you know what? Sure, I will admit when I broke a pinky, I acted like I broke my back. But you know what? Like I believe that there are different types of pain tolerance out there. And what we as women can tolerate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fully believe it's different. I don't know.
For sure.
I have never argued there are differences in pain tolerance.
I'm sticking with that story as well.
Listen, okay, so I think what we should do, let's preface this. Let's scare them a little bit.
Oh, okay. This is
do
good.
that.
All
This is
right, all right. So I'm going to preface it with this, all right?
Uh-huh.
You have had Craig spew milk and vomit in your house, okay?
To be fair, he vomited outside of the house. But it was
Outside the
kind of like
house.
in the house because it was like on the deck, so it was like a living space.
Let's just consider what level of fear you want and who you want crapping their pants first.
Okay. I think this would be really okay. How can I say that? Okay. So I had a procedure done one time that, by the way, they now distribute they put you to sleep for.
Okay.
So I had a procedure done, and the doctor told me that it was going to feel like a mild contraction.
Oh.
And it happened, and that was part of I would say 3% of the reason why I decided not to have kids. The other 97% is all life experience and whatever. But I had that happen. I almost passed out. And a girl that I know that had the same procedure done actually did throw up on the table.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No.
So that was a mild contraction. Now, normal cramps don't typically that's not normal every month.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was a kid, like I used to, if I got up too fast in the morning,
Oh, yeah.
I would go throw up.
Mm-hmm. I actually shared a dorm room not in high school, hello, in college, with a girl who would pass out every single month because of the pain that she would go through. Like she would have to write sick notes or like get doctor's notes for missing class because of the amount of pain she was under every single month. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, Kenny. Sidebar. Do you feel like in any way you have like underestimated what women go through? What your wife goes through?
That's a really good question.
No,
Kenny sidebar.
yeah.
No, I like this question.
Now the answer is no.
Yeah. I
I don't remember ever saying anything of the sort.
don't think I have either.
So,
But do you feel like you've ever underestimated in your own head or like at any time what women go through?
No.
I think I have no context, like what it is, other than, the biological aspect of it. And it sucks. That's
So
all
you've
I got.
never actually thought, like, if Mel said, oh, I'm just going to, like, if you had something to do on, like, a Tuesday night, I'm just going to stay at home because I'm not feeling well because I'm going through this. You've never actually thought to yourself, oh, man, what a wimp. Or like, why can't she just get up and go with me? Like, I don't understand. What's the big deal? You've never thought that?
I have, but I don't think it's ever been in this context.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
All right.
There are times when you're like, my arm is slightly at a
Dangling.
weird angle. And I don't know.
My arm is dislocated. And you're like, what a big deal.
Okay. All right. So early in our marriage, we had been married all of like 9 months.
Okay.
We were living in Western PA. And, we didn't have kids, so we just had time. And we went sled riding. Nice big hill. It was great. It was fun. She goes down the hill. She flies off of the thing and is like screaming in agony. I'm at the top of the hill. And I bolt. I fly down that hill to get to her because I'm like, oh, crap. We've been married 9 months. I just killed my wife. I get to her and she's like,
couldn't even wait a year.
my pinky.
So this is what I was prefacing with the, sure, sometimes but that was my very first bone that I ever broke. I never experienced pain like that before. So that is a thing. And that's what I was saying. Like, sure, the one time I broke my pinky, I might have acted like I broke my back. But still.
And I get that. And that's, again, where that pain tolerance piece comes in. Because I've gone and I've broken almost every finger in my hand with wrestling, and then I keep putting the guy in the hold and, going through the match.
Yeah.
So there are these moments of, okay, my pain tolerance, I get it, is different than hers. I'm not Okay, who drove themselves to the hospital how many times?
Who shouldn't have driven?
We're not talking about that.
Oh, all right.
Anyways.
Well, here we are.
I'm just over here being quiet.
So I just have
Kenny,
to
you're
say,
probably going to walk out of this with less pain than me tonight.
I somehow doubt that.
Oh, who are you kidding? They're going to have mercy on you at some point.
I don't get mercy.
Do you hear the redhead giggling over there?
hey, this is the most excited I've been on a weeknight, guys. I work in an elementary building Monday through Friday, and kids are crazy. So because of that, like, this is the most excited I have been on a weeknight.
I love the fact that what makes you excited is coming home from working with the kids all day and inflicting pain upon your husband. That's what I think is great.
I do love my husband, guys, just so we all are aware. I do
All
love
right,
him.
you know
and
what?
I don't normally
starting to
inflict
wonder.
pain.
Kenny, in a minute, I'm going to just grab that thing and fry us. So
Oh gosh. Well, we're just leading up. We're creating the build up, you know? So,
the
are you guys
build up
ready?
to the screams of agony.
Yeah. No, it's not going to be that bad. I mean, unless Mel makes it that bad.
Oops.
She has full control. Yeah, what if she like slips a broken pinky and turns it all the way up?
So my contacts are a little funky. So Rob understands.
I'll drive
I
myself
have
to
like
the
dry
hospital
eye
tonight.
half the time. So I mean, it will be fun to accidentally, like, oops. My
Oh,
bad.
you wanted to go that way, not this way.
I have
Got
to
it.
I have to do my show tomorrow night. So
Kenny with Trop Rock.
Hi, welcome to Drop Rock tonight.
Welcome to Flip Flops of Beer.
This is Parrot Kenny.
it'll be
And that's what ibuprofen, hot pads, and ice packs are for.
it'll be a music heavy show.
I'll be sitting here in a blanket with ice cream or chocolate ice cream, and
Yeah, I think they call it Midol.
You can just
Yeah,
be
that
glad
too.
she's not doesn't have jumper cables connected to your nipples.
You didn't put them there, did you? No. Oh my gosh. It's like, wow,
Oh.
you really are trying to be in some pain.
Man, if we put one of those,
if I don't understand how anatomy works that badly, I need more help.
Okay.
can we put one of those pads on your tit?
So for clarification, because this is not a video podcast, a TENS machine is like, it looks like a old like walkie-talkie or like a
Looks like
old Walkman
Like an
or
old
something.
FM radio.
or
Yeah.
even like one of the portable microphone
That's
things.
what I
that
was
you
yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a
Like a
power
mic
pack
pack,
thing.
yeah.
yeah,
the
that
mic
you
pack,
use
yeah.
like at church.
Yeah.
So, and it has these two, I want to call them plates, but they're not plates, they're like pads hooked up to electrical wires that get connected to your body. And the guys have them placed on their lower abdomen.
Kenny, this one's you.
And Mel is going to be in control of turning on the machine to get it to a point where they start to feel it, and then we turn it up more, and then they really feel it, and we can see if they can have a conversation while they're having cramps. Mm-hmm. So, y'all ready?
Just as long as we start low.
Oh yeah.
Let's build up to it. Let's not go straight to 10.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I was thinking, like, what's the highest it goes? Just
I
kidding.
think it goes up to 10.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
Kenny
not go
can,
straight to...
be out of that one.
If you're cranking it up to 10, I'm taking these things off.
You're gonna be like the guy in the hospital, like
I'll
ripping all
bail.
the stuff off his body.
I'll bail. It's my damn podcast. I'll bail.
All right.
Kenny, I'm sorry. I guess I got us talking
Oh, you can
into this.
take it with you if you want to.
Well, yeah.
Back on. Okay. All
All
right.
right, so Melinda's walking over to the machine. So hold on.
Oh yeah, I
before
don't
you
have my
start,
phone in here. I need to.
Hey Kenny, how you doing? There's Melinda, and you and I are about to. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know,
here we
try.
go.
Would you make sure you don't drop that? You got
Don't drop
like
it.
I'm terrified now. She's got one hand on the mic and one hand on the.
I had
The
turned the mic
Thames?
off, but Nell told me that I could bring it over here
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So this is what we're doing.
You can absolutely.
Start us low.
Yeah. All right. So Mel is clicking on the buttons to start to simulate. Oh! Did you just do a?
Did you feel something?
Yeah.
I got nothing. Oh, there's some tingly.
I got hosed.
Just don't be yourself.
What does that feel like?
No, I didn't realize.
Oh,
That's where the arrow went.
Wait, what happened?
She zapped me.
Hold on, I'm coming over.
This bitch zapped me.
Okay, how about you two share a microphone for this section? And
I didn't realize that's where the arrow went.
Kenny, how you doing?
I got like a oh jeez.
I've got a tingle.
Okay, yeah.
I'd love a tingle.
I need to turn that one up a little bit.
Oh my gosh, what the hell?
All right. Do you guys feel it?
I feel tingly.
You feel tingly?
I feel tingly.
All right, you guys. I'm just making sure everything's recording here. Okay, we're gonna turn it up a little bit.
Like, what are we at
So
now?
yeah, what are we at?
So you're at like a 2.5.
Oh.
Okay.
Tingle, tingle. Ah! It tickles.
I don't like this. This sucks.
Do you feel any like contracting though?
It's weird. That feels weird.
You're only at a 3.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, jeez.
You're wimps. Can we take a little bit more?
Be gentle. Oh, jeez.
What are we at?
Yeah. Okay, that's it. I can't. Whew, that's enough. That's high enough. Oh my goodness.
Are you in pain? Wow, you look like you've been destroyed.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
How's Rob doing?
It tickles.
Tickles. Oh, I think Rob wants it higher, is what I'm thinking.
Let's not like crank it.
Okay. Wait.
This is like the Pillsbury Doughboy or something.
Okay.
I turned yours down, my
You
friend.
can turn it up, but not to 10. Oh jeez.
So I feel like it's important to note that though Rob is laughing,
I'm
he is
feeling it,
actually
but-
sweating right now.
I'm
He's
feeling
right
it, but it
red.
still tickles. Okay, well, there it is. Yeah, got it. Oh, jeez. All right, what are we at?
Rob is at a 4.
Oh,
Kenny's at a 3.
and she like happily cranks yours up a little more.
Are we good there, or do we want to keep going?
I might be giggling through.
Where?
Oh, there's the stomach crab.
Wow. Kenny and I are slowly being electrocuted.
He's terrified.
What's happening?
I'm good. Oh my god. I said, Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
All right, give me a drink.
definitely past the cramping phase. We're getting into contraction
So,
phase.
what level are you on right now?
We are on 4.5 for both
goodness.
of them.
I kind of have a headache.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Oh, that's funny because that happens too.
Oh, absolutely.
I got a little bit of a headache, gotta be honest. Okay. No,
Wow.
it's all right.
Does Rob want to keep going?
I think I'll tap out here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm good.
oh.
I think I'm good.
I need a minute. Whew.
So, at what do you know? Like, what number it switches from like cramping to contraction?
No, I don't. Okay. So basically, I'm doing.
You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Do you need a wastebasket?
Oh, I'm all right.
You're right.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, so I am using my own judgment here. I took it up to close to 4.
Okay. Sorry, I got my phone
for
out
me
to
today.
research.
There that went.
I took it. It was probably just shy of 4, and I was like, all right, this feels like mild, mild to extreme cramping.
Okay.
Like first day, full on, like I just want to lay on the couch, everything's happening, that. And then I assume that after that we start to get into the like contractional,
Okay.
phase.
Yeah.
like mild, very mild.
Yeah.
So are you researching it?
I am. Yeah.
Oh, I would love to know what it says. And now every woman's different too.
Well, now let me ask this: is every machine different, or is it?
Oh, that could be
standard set?
too. That could be. And this is not professional by any means. I did order my TENS machine from the beautiful site of Amazon.com.
Ken is taking his pads off. He's like, nope, I am out.
He's like, I'm out.
That was a cool experiment, but yes.
I want to know, how do you guys feel after that?
I agree with Rob. Like, until you kicked it to that, like, 4.5, it was very, like tickly-ish.
Well, see, that's not something that you, like, that's from the electricity part of this.
Yeah.
That's not normal. We don't have, like, tickling going on.
Well-
It's the contraction, basically, of the muscle.
I think it's fair to say that like the electric side of it might have covered that. But again, it wasn't anything like, wow, this is excruciating. Now, when you did get it up to that 4.5, you could feel it,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it didn't feel overwhelming.
Okay. All
Now,
right.
I'm saying that I still have my pads on. I might grab the machine and without her, I'm looking at you, crank it up a little bit.
Yeah. So in the reels and like the TikToks that I've seen, these guys have the machine on and she puts them in like a library where they can't make any noise, and they're like, like silently clenching like that.
My favorite were the ones that were they had like the guys trying to order takeout,
Oh, yeah.
and you can have this, Rob.
Hey,
I
Kenny,
took the pads off.
why don't you go ahead and, stick those... Oh, no.
on my nipples?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You wanted to fry those earlier.
Oh,
I can
for the
like
love.
through my shirt.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that works.
No,
No.
Okay, that's
I don't
the
think it
weirdest...
Oh, he's gonna go for it.
that wasn't exactly pleasant. Let's just say that.
No, it's not pleasant.
Okay, so the top dial
Yeah.
is what you were setting.
Yeah, that's how you. So don't touch any of the buttons. Like that's how you turn it on and off.
Okay, so
And-
turning on the dial turns on the juice.
Yes, turning that on, and then the higher you go up, the higher, the more intense it is.
to control it for you?
Maybe. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm at a 3.
Okay.
That's-
Uh-huh.
Now that I know
Yeah,
what
that
to
was 3 was definitely like, oh, this is like normal.
well, and now that I know what to expect, I can. All right, I can handle that a little more. So I'm slowly cranking up. We'll see.
Okay. I want to know where you get to.
I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna kind of
Okay. Go by the feeling. All right.
little by little.
I love how Kenny started getting a headache.
I did.
See, I've had a mild headache all day.
I didn't until now.
I don't anymore.
No.
You know what? Maybe I should just hook those things up to the side of my head and see what happens.
Oh, there you go.
A little homemade electroshock.
Give them to me. I can help.
Okay. All right. So Rob is in the process of His own torture.
Yeah, about a 4.
Okay, we're at a
Oh.
4.
Yeah.
All right.
And again, now that I know what to expect, I can, hold the giggles.
Uh-huh.
Hold the game.
It was a lot up front, all right?
I can't wait to listen to that back.
Oh my gosh. That's just going to be overwhelming laughter.
And see the video.
I just don't know that. I don't know. I'm gonna edit a whole lot to that. I'm just gonna let that
No, you
thing
shouldn't.
flow.
You shouldn't.
You might want to just turn it down a little.
Well, they may have to adjust
Yeah.
the gain in those moments.
Maybe just volume. All right, how we doing?
Yeah, like 4.5.
Okay.
Ooh,
How's it
Oh.
I definitely bumped that up to like a 5 accidentally.
Oops.
I felt that jolt.
All right, so I'm going to check in with Mel over here. How are we doing on that research?
I'm not finding anything yet.
Really?
It's
Okay.
all talking about how you can use this to start labor. But
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
I've got
that's
a couple
interesting.
food babies.
So if you pop a kid out later, I'll be like, man,
Oh,
that
that's
thing,
gonna hurt.
man, that thing really works.
I mean, I did tell him that if he wanted anything over 2, it was on him to do. So that he had to hold it for 9 months. So maybe this is the first.
Did you ever put one of those baby carriers on him to help have him feel like what it was
No, I didn't.
like to hold
No,
that
we
weight?
didn't.
No. Mm-mm.
Because I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel that like cramping up here.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, I mean, I'm just shy
Normally,
of
so
a
like I
5.
start to feel it in my back. That's where I start to feel it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello.
Because it's like this dull ache in your back. It's weird. All right, what number are we at?
Just shy of 5.
Okay. Are you afraid to go past that 5 point?
Well, I mean, after I like cranked it the one time, I'm like, nope. Trying to be very cautious.
Kenny's inspecting
Hey,
the
you want to get plugged in?
What are you doing? Did you put that where I think you should not?
Put it on my hand.
Oh, all I see, the desk is blocking.
I didn't put it on my wiener.
I was like, wow, we're getting brave.
Well, I mean, there
I
you
am
go.
not
Put it
that-
on your hand. Ah!
Ah! All right.
How we doing, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at a 5.
Okay. Are we going to go past 5?
I don't know.
He's like, I haven't decided yet.
Do you still have your headache, Kenneth?
Mm.
No? Oh, that just went away. Oh, that's nice.
I think you're calling BS.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it quits there.
Oh, where'd you
What
get
was
to?
it?
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we both hit what, 4.5. So
Yeah.
you went a tick higher.
Yeah, I went just a hair higher.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And how did that feel compared to the 4.5?
It certainly stepped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting, right? Like,
Very interesting.
yeah. So,
very.
do you have any thoughts or impressions or any words to give after that experience?
That's a really good question. I don't know that it's exactly what I expected.
Yeah, let's hear it. The
I
thoughts.
didn't expect the tickling as
Well,
much.
that's not like that's coming from the electricity. We don't get tickling.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be great if we did.
It
but-
would be honestly. That would be a
Of
really
the options,
nice
that's what
relief.
you would prefer.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's
Of like the actual like contraction and like the feeling in your muscles and stuff. What are your thoughts?
yeah, it didn't. Maybe we didn't get high enough, probably, but it didn't hurt as much as it was like just like a tickling sensation, but also I don't know what the right word is. Like it just like it's like a shock.
Mm-hmm.
It felt more like a shock and a tickle than anything.
I think the best way to phrase it is first and foremost, Kenny and I, and Kenny, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's your own funeral. Pretty sure that we're just going to stand by the statement of, look, women are amazing.
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I would like to. I would like to disavow anything that Kenny says further and say I am not a part of that.
I'm just joking. But I'd also like to say I don't think that I have said the things that they accused us of saying.
Okay, so what I've heard in the last like 3 minutes is Kenny say, "Yeah, I don't know if I agree with Rob, and women are amazing." And I also I'm not accountable for what they said I did.
That was a joke, Bea.
We don't have any.
That's what I heard.
I don't know if you picked up on that. It was a joke.
We don't have any funerals in the near future, and I do believe Kayla is home. Although I guess you can't exactly have a funeral without the body, so never mind.
That's not true.
I mean, I guess you can.
Can?
Well, yeah, but you got to wait until they declare him dead.
Well, who said?
You know a lot about
Hold
this
on,
process.
no, wait. But the funeral is the service of
Well,
the act of mourning.
There's actually
Right?
there's two. There's a funeral and a memorial, and it depends on the timing
Oh.
and the arrangements for the body.
I just assumed that the funeral was like part of the spiritual portion, and then everything else was science. Or like not science, but how do I say? Why am I so brain dead tonight? I think I'm just like fried.
Hey, I mean that thing helped with my headache. You want us to hook you up and let Kenny go?
No, I thought that like that. All of that was medical, not funeral related. As far as like requiring a body to be there or requiring
We have services with or without bodies.
right. That's
No.
what I mean.
That's a whole different podcast.
Oh, this could be fun.
There are some stories.
There are stories. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, you guys should do a whole death episode.
Ooh,
I think that'd be
interesting.
really interesting.
Didn't we actually talk about this like a year ago when we were all sitting in the same room?
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think it's eschatology is the study of death.
eschatology.
I think.
Is that the name for it?
I don't know.
I haven't heard that before.
I took a class in college called Death and Existentialism.
Oh
That's
goodness.
interesting.
Or no, I'm sorry, Death and Philosophy. That's what it was. It was.
Oh, sorry. Eschatology is the end of the world.
Oh, well,
I
I
didn't
mean,
think it seemed right, but yeah.
kind of one and the same, right? Yeah, no, I think that could be really interesting from multiple perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like the theologist perspective, you have a perspective from just any normal person that has experienced death, and and maybe we could get some.
There's your drunk squirrel on the street. Hey, here's a drink. Would you tell us what you think about death?
Yes. I think
Well,
that could be
here,
really
have a drink
interesting.
first. Yeah.
Or somebody that's really on the other, on another spectrum or level with death.
Have you ever worked with a funeral director?
No.
They're all weird.
Well, I feel like you have to be.
Like there's a level.
Yeah,
of
how could you
weird,
not be
and
in
there's
How
like
could you
a
not
level of-
be?
Well, yeah.
And do that job.
My mom, I think, wanted to be a mortician for some time. Like, I feel like there has to be something.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I feel that way about certain professions, like comedians. We were just talking about this tonight. Like, comedians have something that other people don't have. Like, there's a special level in people's heads to do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Says the entrepreneur sitting in the corner.
But it's not a dark corner.
It's looking kind of dark.
No,
over
but
there.
people say that
goodness.
too about like entrepreneurs, that they're crazy on levels too. But like every profession has a level of crazy, and I feel like funeral directors are no different.
Yeah, they are a weird bunch.
I bet. I want to talk to a funeral director. Do you guys know anybody?
You know, there's this great podcast that you should see if you can get a funeral director on sometime. What's it called? I think it's like What the...
What the Nell?
What the
Oh,
hell?
yeah, that one. I think Kenny's got an in with the host. So,
Does he?
Yeah.
Do we know anybody that's a funeral director?
Yes.
I mean,
Do?
Oh,
Who?
do you know or do you know of?
I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that might be possible. He's on the other side of
He's on the other side.
Okay, so,
I feel like that he needs his own.
That's an entirely different podcast then. He's on the other side of the state, but yeah, we might be able to get him on, or his daughter, family. So
Mel's like, why are you looking
so
at me like that?
confused. I have no idea.
So this is how much my wife loves me and is willing to put up with me, and what is the insanity of my family.
Yeah.
When my grandfather died back in 2007, we were friends. The funeral director is an old family friend. And we had the service at that funeral home, and at the end of it, he comes up and goes, "So, do you guys want to put Grandpa in the crematory?"
Huh?
We loaded Grandpa in the cremator.
You loaded him?
Yeah, the family did, and unloaded him.
How long did it take?
That's weird.
Like 3 hours.
Really?
Yeah. So
Wow. I have questions. More questions.
No wonder you're a little fucked up.
Oh, stop.
I'm just kidding.
he's not wrong. There was a bottle of scotch had that night between my father and I.
How? Okay. We got to stop it there because, first of all, we're a little over 40 minutes. Second of all, I feel like this is a whole other podcast, unless you want to keep it going and do a part 2.
No, I think we can. Yeah, this is a whole other podcast that I think needs to be dedicated just to this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And not
absolutely. Yeah.
And not necessarily just on a whim.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
and this would be a good one to actually get a funeral director in, because they can answer more of the science behind what is how we manage the deceased.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I have so many questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is not my podcast, so I'm not going to wrap it up.
You don't have to wrap it up.
I'm suddenly terrified
appreciate you
for
guys
you,
having
Kenny.
Yeah, you should be.
She wants a funeral director to be on the show.
No, because I've always had this like weird, mysterious interest in death. Like that's why I took that class.
Well,
and-
everybody does.
Yeah, but
I've-
like
I
we're
mean,
not prepped and taught in this
Well, we're not.
area of society to deal with death, and I think there's a lot of question around it for a lot of people.
Yeah, we're not at all. There's not a lot that's explained or, and mostly we're unprepared for it.
Especially from an emotional standpoint.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's no matter what, it's going to wreck you in some way, because it'll connect you into those you have lost. It'll connect you into elements of dread that is, well, hi, we face this alone no matter what. And that might be a night to have different drinks than 4% Spindrift.
Yeah, because this isn't doing much or anything.
It tickled.
It tickled a little bit. I'm not talking about that thing. I'm talking about this drink.
It tickled our fancy.
But I mean, right before we wrap it up, I've been as we've been doing this, I'm in also a Facebook chat.
Dun dun dun.
So
Death and Facebook.
yeah, one of the guys that is a listener of Flip Flops and Beer, he's also an artist, Dave Roush. You've probably heard me mention him. He has a show on Cruising Country Radio, which is on the A1A network, and he has a chat during his show, and which is not tonight. It was last night, but for some reason people started jumping in it tonight. Just a couple people. And the one guy in the chat, his name is Cotton. He said, I was like, hey, I'm recording a podcast right now. And he's like, oh, what do you, I said, oh, it's the Drunk Squirrel. And Cotton's like, that name's awesome. And he's an artist. So I'm like, well, you want to be on the show?
Absolutely. We got to get our schedules figured out.
Yeah, good luck.
I know.
It's
I've got a teenager who tanked ours, so I get it.
Yeah.
yeah.
We have no lives. Our lives are our son's
Football.
life right now.
Football. Not even good football. It is football.
That's why we're there to cheer on the band.
All right.
Cheer on the
So
band.
Kenny,
Always.
Kenny,
Yeah.
are you ready?
Oh, for God's sakes.
Great. Now, what's your Kenny's Nuggies of Wisdom?
Oh, this is so thrown under the bus-ish. So
Wait. You thrown under the bus?
Yeah.
Or him?
I didn't know I was doing the Nuggies of Wisdom segment of this.
You tortured
journey.
us. It's only fair that we ask the both of you. You get a little warning. of what are your nuggies of wisdom
Yeah,
since you
my-
tortured our nuggies.
Do the ladies have... Wait, you had that pad on your nuggies?
Oh my gosh.
Was
I
that
was
where it
going to
was
say there
supposed
was
to
no
be?
torture.
No wonder you were giggling so much.
Your wife is going to be out in the backyard burning this. I don't even think it was.
I'm picking it up with like the tips of my fingers right now. Okay, so nuggies of wisdom.
You know, in all honesty, I will say, you can do these types of things. We can laugh like this on a random Tuesday night. If you are if you're in healthy relationships, like, you can do these types of things and you can laugh about it. And obviously we made a lot of jokes about it before we started, but we don't, and none of us want to torture each other most cases, but
I
No.
feel like we should have said that at the beginning.
No, you guys have been great sports. Thank you for doing this.
Yes.
It is, I think it makes for great content, but also it really shows that you're willing to, on some level, experience what we go through every month.
Absolutely.
and I want to go on record as saying I never downplayed any of that ever. I still
You have said that multiple times.
Yeah,
You're
because
covering
it's-
yourself.
because it's true.
I don't think I have either, but
All right, here's a nuggie of wisdom. So, oddly enough, we are in a Instagram thread, I guess you could say, with a couple of friends. And this morning, by about 6:30 a.m., the chat was hopping. A, that's how you know you're old. B, they were talking about marriage because one of our friends today would have been her 13th wedding anniversary, and she is in the midst of a divorce. So, everybody was like encouraging, like, hey, you got this, whatever. And then the topic went to what they think marriage is like. And the other people in this chat are not and have never been married. So Kenny and I chimed in and we each spoke separately about how marriage really only works if you really like the person. And you have to be willing to compromise and spend time together and understand each other and all of those things. So if you're not willing to do that, if you've seen the red flags, don't do it. And also, marriage is not required. People
No.
are constantly looking for, oh, do you ever want to get married again? Marriage this, marriage that. Why don't you focus on finding the happy and not finding the marriage?
Absolutely.
And I think that's what makes a happy marriage is if you're not focused on the marriage, you're just focused on being happy.
It's
some
true.
assembly required.
Some assembly required. Look, I'm not saying it's not like IKEA, but it's not always Ashley furniture when it comes delivered and put together.
I like IKEA.
But yeah, IKEA is how you grow, right? Because if you put it together once, you know how to do it again. That's
like
a
the meatballs,
terrible
huh?
analogy for marriage.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. All right, I'm done with this chair. Moving on to the next chair. Wow. Kenny, I think
So-
we're gonna have to fire your wife from Kenny's Nuggies of Wisdom.
Yeah, I think Kenny's Nuggies of Wisdom should stick with Kenny.
Yeah.
Great. Now it's my wife's turn.
Oh, goodness. Didn't we just say it should stick with Kenny?
We said we fired Nell. We didn't say we fired you.
Well, if you fire Nell, you have to fire me
No,
too.
no,
'cause she's-
come
We're a package deal.
Come on,
yeah,
come on.
exactly.
He's
She's the
like,
brains.
wow.
I'm just the laughter.
Brains.
She's really trying to get out of this.
Clearly, you have not
Kenny-
a Tuesday night now.
Kenny, did our wives just leave us for each other?
I think possibly.
I love you, Mel, but redheads are not my thing.
I'm
I
more-
Okay.
actually had a guy in college that was like coming after me, and he was a ginger, and I was like, no, I can't with the gingers.
Well,
Redheads are more fun.
we are. We're spicy.
I could see that. We're spicy. I like that spicy.
All right. What are they?
So I'm just going to kind of go off of what Nell just said. Marriage, you want to have fun with that person. You want them to be your friend, yes. But you also want to grow with them. So many people that I've noticed, like in our circle, that have gone through divorces or are going through them, at times have grown apart. Like if there's a big change in their lives, whether they're on a health journey or they're on an educational journey, whatever it is that they're bettering themselves, they begin to grow apart because the other person isn't either leaning into what they're doing or, encouraging them or, doing growth themselves. They're just simply growing themselves.
Yeah.
And so they end up growing apart instead of growing together. And that's where, like, I look at Rob and I, for example. Yes, we are by no means perfect. We fight like the best of them. But through everything, we've grown together. You know, so in that, I think that's where it's, yes, you want to be each other's friends. Because sometimes, especially if you go through a big move or a big life change, sometimes, you know, your spouse is the only person you have in that moment that is right there understanding what you're going through. But you also want to make sure that you're growing together, not apart. So
Totally agree with that. I love that. In a way, I feel like I should have said this morning, like, it sounds weird, but we grew up together. I was so young when we got married, and Kenny was a little older, but still in his 20s. We grew up together, and we grew up together, but not apart.
Definitely. I mean, even like we met each other in our 20s. We got married in our 20s, had Ray in our 20s, you know, but like I can still say like we have grown up, so to speak, together because we were both incredibly immature, still at times are.
But that's also what makes a fun, happy marriage.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, you want to, I'll finish with this. You want a fun numbers game to run in your head?
Oh, boy.
Oh, gosh.
I'm not 40 yet. Ray will be 15 before I am 40.
Oh.
I was 24.
You were young.
When we had Ray.
I was not 24.
I
was older.
If Ray follows in our footsteps, we're a decade out from being grandparents.
Man.
Y'all have fun with that.
Which also means that we're a decade out from being like empty nesters and
Oh no, that's 6
like
years.
well, yeah, 6
Wow,
years.
you guys
which
are
is
really going down a
amazing.
rabbit hole.
No, honestly, it's kind of fun to think about. Like, sorry, this is a whole other thing.
We'll be young
But yeah,
and
it's
empty
great.
nesters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what about Addie?
6 years.
Well, yeah.
6.
6 years.
So we can like travel, enjoy life, and
We better
still
be
be
friends
young
in
and have
6 years,
energy.
because Friday night line dancing, Canada trips.
I mean, I might
we're
need to
in.
bring my walker in 6 years, but hey, I'll do it.
Well,
You can glare at us
see,
as
here's
much
the
as we
thing.
want.
I don't know if Kenny's always going to go to Friday Night Line Dancing, so
You're right. We'll do a Disney
We're
trip in
run-
7 years.
Drink around the world, yeah.
No.
Drink around the world
no.
and
Drink and
God.
eat around the world in Epcot. You don't have to do the rides, but
Oh, I've heard of some people getting really messed up on that drinking around the
oh,
world.
absolutely. You have to space it out appropriately, otherwise, forget it. You're a
Those
goner.
margaritas in Texas get you every time.
Whew.
The old Texas margaritas, huh?
AKA Mexico.
AKA Mexico.
All right, there's our wisdom. Go drink around the world.
All right. There
Kenny.
it is. All right, let's wrap this up.
We ever gonna let our wives do this again?
Probably not.
Okay, sounds good to me.
So, yeah, let's avoid that.
It was weird.
Yeah. This has been a lot for a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I'm glad we did it, but
Yeah.
it's been weird.
Yeah, it's been very weird.
Let's finish there. So you know what? Hit the like button on the socials because you will get a bad video of me giggling like a maniac.
Yeah. This has been something different tonight, which is cool.
Yeah, we got plenty coming up in the nearish future once we figure out what we're doing.
Yeah, hopefully. That's just, what we do, so
It's been 2 years. We don't know what we're doing.
yeah. So anyway.
Yeah.
Gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Rob, thanks for hanging out. Ladies, thanks for being here for the nonsense and the fun.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for creating it.
Yeah. And,
Anytime.
I'm good. Thank you.
we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Thanks for listening to The Drunk Squirrel. No need to pay a tab. Just be sure to follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and drop us a line, thedrunksquirrel82@gmail.com. Cheers.